Hey there, nature lovers, it's Jackie from Eco Endeavor, and today I want to talk to you about garlic and specifically how you can triple your garlic harvest. That's right, I said triple your garlic harvest. Now, garlic actually takes quite a while to grow. I planted this way back in October and it is now the summer solstice. It's a bit windy today, so sorry about that. Garlic overwinters where I am and starts to emerge in the early spring and summer, and I pretty much do nothing to it. I just let the rain and the water, or the rain and the snow, water it all winter and spring long. And then when it starts to grow, these little things here, these are called garlic scapes. When it starts to grow these, then I chop them off, and that's how you can double your harvest. These are called garlic scapes, and it means that the garlic is ready to produce a flower and to go to seed. Now, the reason you should cut the garlic scapes off your garlic is because the plant will put all of its energy into producing that flower stalk, or that flower, that seed, and we don't want that. We want to cut it off and we want it to redirect the energy down into the bulb so it grows a big bulb. So that's how you're going to double your garlic bulb size, by cutting off those garlic scapes so all the energy goes into the bulb so you can grow these big, beautiful, delicious garlic bulbs. So that is how you can double your garlic harvest, is just simply cut off those garlic scapes. Now you might be thinking, Jackie, the thumbnail says you were going to teach me how to triple your garlic harvest. Well, my friends, this garlic scape is 100% edible and is quite delicious. Garlic scape kind of has a scallion, green onion, garlicky vibe thing going on, and it's like freaking delicious. My neighbor actually gave me all of his last year because he said he didn't like them, which I kind of find a little bit odd because it has a garlic taste. It's a little bit crunchy like an asparagus spear, and it has like a green onion taste as well. So it's a little bit milder than the actual garlic, but you definitely should not be wasting these. If you want to be able to have some extra garlic like in your meals, like now while you're waiting for those bulbs to grow, you should be using these. Now my favorite thing to make with these is actually garlic scape pesto. And to do that, I blend this up with whatever nut of your choice. I prefer walnut, olive oil, and Parmesan cheese, but you can put in, and you can add in any herb you want, like mint or basil or chili flakes, whatever you would prefer in your pesto. I just made the most delicious homemade pizza with a garlic scape pesto base, and it was just chef's kiss. It was so delicious. I just highly recommend you make garlic scape pesto as my #1 recipe to make with these. Now, the other thing I like to do with them is you can just saute them up. You can eat them even raw. Like, they're not bad. They do have like a really strong, oh, no, it's not even that strong. It's a garlic scallion taste and crunchy like an asparagus. And now I feel like I have garlic in my teeth. But another thing you can do with them is to ferment them or pickle them. Last year, because I had so many for my own garlic and for my neighbors, I actually fermented a bunch, and I have 1 jar left of the fermented garlic scapes. They make like a great Caesar garnish, or I can blend them up and add them to a salad dressing, or I just chop them up and add them to a salad or a sandwich for a little tangy little zip. And again, they are delicious. As I said, garlic scape pesto is my #1 favorite thing. You can just put them into a stir fry, eat them raw, whatever you want. I did put a recipe in the description box below of a garlic scape pesto recipe that I use, but usually I just kind of freestyle it with whatever I have. This year I only had mixed nuts, so I used just a handful of mixed nuts in there. And now the almonds didn't quite blend up as well as like a pine nut would or a walnut would. I prefer to use walnuts, but I just didn't have all walnuts and I was too lazy to pick them all out of my like nut blend. But anyways, description box below is a recipe for garlic scape pesto. Again, I highly recommend that you make it because it is absolutely delicious. Like, once you make it, you're gonna wonder like, why do people throw these away? I don't understand. Like, this is just so incredibly tasty and it's so fresh and they're delicious. So this is a way that you can easily get a 3rd harvest out of your garlic, is by knowing how to use these and by utilizing them. Now, I actually like to cut them when they just have their first little loop, and you can kind of wear them as a bracelet. Because I find that is when they're the tastiest. If you let them grow a little bit too long, they do get a thicker base and they become a little bit more woodier, just like an asparagus spear would, but it gets a little bit thick at the bottom and becomes a bit woody. And I feel like the earlier you harvest them, the better, because you're wanting them to not put all that energy into producing the loop and to growing the bulb. You want to get them like right away, because then they're going to redirect all that energy into the bulb. So don't let those scapes grow too long. Don't leave them on your garlic for too long. You want to cut them when they're nice and fresh, and and then use them right away. They do keep in the fridge for a few days. I've got a batch or a bunch that I cut, and I've made up again one garlic pesto already, and I'm going to make a bunch more. And then I am going to just chop up. I don't use you can use the flowers in the pesto, but I actually chop these up finer and I leave them and freeze them for stir fries, to add to stir fries. And again, it's just like another way to use all of that garlic. Make sure you're not wasting anything. That's how you get your third harvest out of garlic, is by knowing how to use the garlic scapes. And that's pretty much it. That's how you can double or triple your garlic harvest. Double them by cutting it off. It grows those double bulbs. Triple, use this in all of your cooking and learn how to make that delicious pesto. And yeah, I would again recommend making some pizza with it, because it is just freaking delicious. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.